Guys, welcome to our YouTube channel Akib TJ. Guys, have you ever wondered why the US dollar is so powerful around the world? Reason is something called the petrodollar system. It has played a huge role in strengthening the US economy and maintaining the dollar's dominance in global trade. Petrodollar refers to the US dollars that oil-exporting countries receive when they sell oil. Since the 1970s, most international oil transactions have been priced and paid for in US dollars. This means that any country wanting to buy oil from nations like Saudi Arabia needs to first obtain US dollars. This system began after the collapse of the gold standard in 1971. The United States then made agreements with oil-producing countries, especially Saudi Arabia, to sell oil only in US dollars. In return, the US provided military and economic support. Soon, others adopted the same practice. This created constant global demand for the US dollar. Since every country needs oil, every country also needs dollars. As a result, central banks around the world hold large reserves of US currency, increasing the dollar's value and importance. Advantages. First, it allows the US to borrow money at lower costs because demand for the dollar remains strong. Second, it increases America's influence over the global financial system. Third, oil-exporting countries often reinvest their dollar earnings into US banks and government bonds, sending money back into the American economy. However, this system now faces challenges. Countries like China and Russia are trying to trade oil in other currencies. Groups like BRICS are also working to reduce reliance on the US dollar. If more countries move away from dollar-based oil trade, the US could lose one of its strongest economic advantages. The petrodollar has helped the US dollar remain the world's dominant currency for decades. But as global trade changes, its future is no longer guaranteed. That's all for today. Make sure like, comment, and subscribe.